Hi guys, welcome to the vlog. It's your girl, Andrea Johnson, Reiki master, teacher, and practitioner. If you're new here, I'm trying to start a little positive, uplifting, energetic community. Like and subscribe, and let's get to it. It is Saturday, June 4th. Today's gonna be a little bit different. I was gonna do a weekend in the life, and of course it is a weekend in the life, but today we are not going to Sarah Meta. But however, we're doing an event with Sarah Meta, and it's the general manager. She puts on like once every maybe like quarter. She does like an event where it's sort of like a gathering of uplifting women and just inspiring. It's healing. We do some kind of like activity together. So for today, we are actually going to this Japanese garden with a group of, friends, people. I don't know everybody. It's some people from the shop that work there, some people like their friends. It's just like the community, the little energy, spiritual community that Sarah Meta has here. So I haven't met everybody, but it's gonna be really cool. We're gonna go to a Japanese garden, and then after that, we're gonna go do dinner. And then after that, we are gonna go back to the general manager's house. Her name is Sam. She is so awesome. Hopefully I will get to show her on the vlog if she'll let me. But she's really gifted. She's a great channeler, and she has a huge heart. So she puts this on. And the owner from Sarah Meta is actually coming down too. After we do dinner, we are going to do like a little Reiki circle, which your girl is gonna put on. And let me tell you, it has been a little bit of a challenge. This is actually my first Reiki circle that I'm doing in person. Usually I've done these online, but I'll explain later. I'll show you guys whatever I can. I had to channel in my higher self to figure out how I was gonna do this for everybody and be the only Reiki healer or practitioner. But I'm gonna do that, and then after we do the Reiki circle, we are gonna do like a activity, a healing, like I don't really know what you call it. Like the last time we did this, we made like little manifestation jars. This time we were doing some kind of like relationship healing type of thing, and I'll explain all of it afterwards. I'll probably give you guys my experience and how it went. Sorry, I'm on cat duty. Right now, I have to finish, like I went to Walmart. I had to get some stuff for the ceremony. I have to pack my Reiki bag and all that fun stuff because I am gonna bring my drum, and I plan that into the ceremony or the Reiki healing, so I'm really excited about that. I don't know how people usually conduct Reiki circles. I've tried researching online, and the way that I'm gonna do it, I have not seen it. So I'm excited to really share it, and maybe hopefully give you guys some ideas so that you can put something on like this if you'd like to, if you're a Reiki practitioner. But I need to finish packing some stuff for what I'm gonna do for the ceremony, and then I'm bringing snacks, so yay. So let's get going, guys. So I got my Reiki bag packed. I'm gonna bag up those. There's the food, and bring my drum for the ceremony. And then these are some of the things that I need for our little activity that we're gonna do. It's about a 25-minute drive to where she's at. Oh, gotta fill up with gas, and we're gonna go.
Waiting.
I didn't heal you. You healed yourself.
I had goosebumps.
Hey guys, so it's been a hot minute. It's actually several weeks later and I never did the sit down to close out this vlog. So here we go. I really wanted to give you guys like my experience and how I went about doing the Reiki circle, what I would do differently, and then I wanted to go over just my experience on the healing activity that we did after. So, but the whole day itself, it was so amazing. I didn't vlog very much of it just because I really wanted to be present. And I didn't want to have my camera out the whole time, and I didn't know these people either, so I was really focused on meeting new people and not having the camera out in their face the whole time. So, but oh my gosh, she likes to bite feet. Yeah, this is my first kitten I've owned. You can tell I don't know what to do. I have all the animals up here with me. Gosh. Anyway, so I showed you guys the Japanese garden. We went there and it was beautiful. I think we spent about 2 hours there, maybe 2 hours. They had a butterfly house. It was huge. Once we had gotten done with the gardens, we went out to eat and then we went back to Sam's. And then that's when we got ready to do the Reiki circle and the healing ceremony. Now I showed you guys like the table that had like all the tools and stuff on it, and that was for our little like ceremony. But the Reiki circle, actually what Sam had done was that crystal grid that I'd showed you, the really big one that was on, I'll pop up a picture, the crystal grid that Sam had built, we used that for the center of the Reiki circle. And that one was just full, I think it was abundance, love, and just high vibrational healing energy. So it had like rose quartz, selenite, I can't remember exactly what else. But literally like everyone got their supplies when we got back to Sam's, and we made like a circle around that grid, just sitting on the floor like Indian style. And I was in the middle of the circle since I was the one doing, you know, Reiki. The challenge that I was trying to figure out was there was about 15 people and I was the only Reiki practitioner there to actually conduct a Reiki circle. So if you've I've done these before online, but never in person. So it's easy to do at distance. You write everyone's name down on a piece of paper and you give the paper like Reiki, or you can like say their names out loud, whatever, while you're doing it. But this time, usually in person, you have multiple Reiki practitioners walking around and like actually giving people Reiki. So I wasn't gonna spit, you know, if I were to do everybody in a circle, that would have taken like the entire time. So I only had about 10 to 15 minutes. And so what I decided to do was I got these white feathers and I put everybody's name on the feather. It was just like on a little sticky, and I put it on the feather. And then I put those feathers around the grid. So if you're into energy work and stuff, you understand that everyone's name holds a vibration. That's whether you say it and you write it, everything is a vibration. So I tied their vibration to the feathers, put that on the grid. And then I was going to tie the stones that I had brought into Sam's grid. So whenever I do my distance sessions, I always use like stones, like crystals or stones. So right now, like these were actually a gift. These like little tiny, they're little chakra stones, and they have like the chakras on each one of them. So what I did was I used those and I lined them up and put them all in order right by the grid, and I sat down, got myself centered. I turned on some like healing music just like I would do in a session. Of course, I'm doing everything in my head. The room was already prepped and everything like that. So I'm more so getting my mind in the place to connect, and then saying what I need to say in my mind to get the energy flowing, and just slowing my brainwaves down and then starting. So what I had done, I basically, once we began, I turned on the music And I explained to everybody. I don't think everybody really knew what Reiki was, so I explained what it was, what I was doing, what they should be doing as far as just really sitting back and receiving it, really. Whatever comes, you know, up or out or whatever happens in their own universe, then that is what happens. That's the healing that was meant to take place. So I began and I started and I was working my way down the chakras, and oh boy, there was so much energy pulsing through me. It was crazy. I don't know if it was because I was sitting down, like cross-legged, but next time I will be standing up. I do get my distance sessions like sitting down, and it's not really a problem. I'll stretch out my legs every now and then, but that was intense. My body started rocking, and this is not my conscious movement. Like, my body's doing these weird things, and I'm kind of sitting there like, okay, we're just gonna flow with it. You know, I'm kind of thinking, I hope nobody thinks I'm twitching out or something, but my body just started doing weird things. When the energy gets flowing really, really intensely in me, my like jaw starts to do this thing. Like, I have to like almost put my neck down and open my mouth and breathe out really hard, and my throat does a weird thing. I started like almost doing that, and I kind of consciously stopped because it makes a weird sound, and I'm like, I don't really want to do that right now. So I just remember like, and I couldn't stop twitching in my face, and I kept smiling. Like, my heart kept lighting up. I kept smiling, like, and I knew it was my higher self. It was, my chakras were clearly all aligned. I was very highly energized with what I was doing because I was so happy with what I was doing. I could not help, like, I could not control the laughter I felt on the inside, the smiling, the love. Had there been nobody around me, I probably would have like teared up, because it's just like the connection that I have is just so emotional. So I was really trying to just keep my cool and just like keep conducting the session and keep channeling the energy to everybody. When I worked my way through all the chakras, I then ended it with, I did this because I wanted to really open everyone's lower chakras, and the drum is really good for that. It's really good to ground. And if you've ever used one, you'll notice, like, I know for me, my hips, like, in the bottom areas open up really nicely. So I took my drum and I played a beat. I always do, like, there's a couple beats that I just randomly play, but I'll do whatever feels right. But what the drum does not only grounds you, it also puts you in connection with your heart, because it will remind you, for some reason, some way in our like primitive mind, or like just buried deep within our subconscious, it reminds us that we are connected with Mother Earth, and we are. And that's what the drum will like snap us into, that place of like healing and presence and connection to the earth. And that's really too why it's good to ground. So I ended with the drum, and I did walk counterclockwise. I noticed that. I didn't think about that whenever I did it. I walked counterclockwise, and that means like pulling energies out. So I'm assuming it was pulling out everything that wasn't serving everybody anymore. So I walked around 3 times. I don't think I do remember it was 3 times, but it wasn't planned. And then at the end, everybody got up, and everybody just kind of stretched and took a deep breath and came back. It was a neat experience. Like I said, I lit up hardcore. Everybody seemed like they had a good experience with it, with Reiki. And that circle, the Reiki circle, allowed us to get prepared for what Sam was about to, goodness. The Reiki circle helped clear out energies for us to be fully present and to be centered for what Sam was about to do, so that we could get clear on some things, so that we could further dive deeper into the subconscious, release more what Sam's healing was, she had us we each built our own altar, and she kind of walked us through on where to put things, because there is a certain way you should build your altar. But we were instructed to bring 3 pictures, and a picture of just ourselves, one of a relationship we would like to improve, and one that we would like to heal. And these relationships could be like with anybody. It could be even somebody you want to meet. So what we did was Sam had us write down a word on, you know, on like a note card. And for example, this word was, if we had the picture of just ourselves, this word was something that was holding you back from your highest self. And the word that I had put down, and I'll share with you guys because I'm very open on my channel, the word that I had put down was perfectionism, because I feel like perfectionism holds me back. And you know, you could put down, some people, you know, put down like guilt or like shame, or they put down, you know, things of that nature. But you understand, sorry, the cat's playing with my hand, but you understand that this thought, this programming that I have on perfectionism, it holds a vibration. And what we're trying to do is let that go and replace it with something else. And so we did that with all the other pictures, with the 2 other pictures too. Like the relationship one was, what's something that's standing in the way of like improving your relationship. And so I put down my words, and then when we flipped them over, we would put new words on there. She said to replace the word with a new one that would bring in the energy that we wanted. The one that with the perfectionism, I think mine was, sorry, it's been a few weeks, I can't remember. I think mine was, it was either perfect or self-love or compassion. And that was for me to replace the perfectionism that I have within myself with either already knowing that I am already perfect, whole, and complete, or replacing it with love and compassion because I am deserving of it no matter what. My battery is about to die. Because I am already perfect. So I was trying to release that around myself, because the idea of perfectionism holds me in a space that prevents new things from coming in and prevents me from doing things. It's a fear. So that's a fear of not being good enough. So that is something that I was trying to release, because then that way it would help me in my work, you know, with my occupation, with my 9-to-5 job. It would help me just with life. It would help me even in relationships. So that's what everybody was doing. That was the point of just like releasing all these programmings, these ideas, and they were with words, because words hold a vibration. And it was something that we were trying to get out of our system, out of our mind, out of the subconscious. So needless to say, when we were done, a lot of people had tears. It was very emotional. I had teared up. I didn't fully cry, but I felt the release. It was very powerful, and you could tell like the room, the energy of the room just shifted. And when we were all done, we just all kind of sat there for a little bit, really just take in everything that had just happened between the Reiki circle and the Sam's healing ceremony. So it was a very powerful, powerful thing. I left there, I did not feel the same. All right, new battery pack, just in time for me to be done. But yeah guys, so like I was saying, whenever you shift your energies, whenever you release, you do feel a little bit different afterwards. It just depends on the person and what you released. But overall, it was a beautiful experience. I was so lucky to have been able to actually do it, to actually be in a really safe space to perform my first Reiki circle, because I I didn't know like what to do, you know what I mean? Like it could have all went to crap. So, but everyone had a great experience. Everyone received a lot of healing. There was a lot of communion, a lot of building each other up. And I really feel like you need people like that. You need a group like that. And I've never had something like that before until I started here, or started at Sarah Meta. So, you know, I really, really, really am appreciative of the group that I found, and this was the last thing that I expected joining Sarah Meta like a little over a year ago, a year and a half ago. So crazy. The journey is beautiful. So, but anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Give it a like, a subscribe, a thumbs up, which is a like. If you enjoyed it, hopefully you took some ideas. If you're a Reiki practitioner or looking to do a Reiki circle, maybe this gave you some ideas. Until next time guys, I'll see you later. Sending you all of my good vibes.